Hey, everybody. Actually, this right here message is to my family, especially Eugene on his first of all, late on his birthday, 3 days here. Although, if anybody was looking, I did sit up and was deeply missing missing you. All right, missing you. Uh, we have this fire horse season right now. We have some good things out there we're going them with you, you know. Uh, also, also to my sister Nisha, okay, and the things that I have spoken on prior, I want to go ahead and scratch all of that. You know, I want to apologize first and scratch all of that. Okay. First of all, I don't have any prejudices against colors. You know, it's thrown me off quite a bit. Uh, Also, the past has thrown me off quite a bit with the different things that did come into my view, and the way I viewed them maybe was totally off. Uh, as I sit up here, and I'm not looking to see anybody's business, but at the same time, I'm looking to see what I'm learning. I'm learning, you know, if I look at somebody that's in the pink, looking at that, just learning, okay, that of the purple, that of the brown, that of the yellow, all those, and we everything is really, a part of the rainbow, you know, and so with that right there, I have come on here and maybe even caused a lot of dissension, may have a lot of questions to even what my beliefs are, or what uh, who I actually uh, am, for one, and who where do I want to go? Well, if I was to go any place, top first place would be there with Eugene. I've stated that inside the room to where people can hear. I've stated it outside. Uh, this is a kind of a critical time, you know, as far as even me learning, okay, and not this forget about me. First of all, making sure that you all know that I'm not against anything that your choices have, whether it was to leave, without explanation, which threw me mass confusion, especially coming out of the relationship that I had, you know, and it may have seemed like that I had chose the relationship over my family. It's it's not true. It's totally not true. Okay, and if we got to even sit down and talk and listen to each other, we would all hear and see that. Okay, but regardless, I know some of the things that I've said has gone ahead and left uh, a sour, bitter, angry taste in a lot of people's mouths, and might not even believe anything that I might be saying. But even coming up inside here, where I'm at right now, I was not against anybody. The only thing I was looking at was people, how I'm getting this EMF, on my body and all that type of stuff. Uh, and, poor sleep on that, of course, smoking cigarettes. But that right there is an in and out, and it's cut off and everything. Drank a little bit here and there. That's about it. My main focus has been, even as we look at, the fire horse, even fire horse reasons why, what will happen with the fire horse. We see I put it up there. I took a picture of it to where the bottom line underneath the fire horse is that of family. Okay, if it was not done for family, then what's the use for it? You know. So for me, I think I'm a good researcher. Okay, and as far as direction, I have a direction. As far as studying, but as far as being utilized, you know, for uh, whatever projects you have started your whole life long, 80 years long, to sit up and learn, you know, and actually maybe contribute, you know, maybe just run bouncing ideas or whatever. And that's the only thing I wanted in my whole entire life. Okay, that's the only thing I wanted my whole entire life. Getting ready to hit this 60 mark myself, and that direction was something I was needing every time we came up there to visit. Every single time, and even with the fire horse season right now coming up, okay, we're in it, and for the year it'll be here. I want, even as it's pouring out my energy, my good energy, to go ahead and assist, just like I've done with people all my entire life. I've been assisting, whether it be in the workplace, been promoted for my work as far as that, learning things, adapting. That's my whole person. That's my whole person in that right there. And everybody can contest to that, or actually can go back and think on those things. And that's what happened and everything, promoted fast and whatever it was I put my mind to. Okay. And so I'm reaching out right now and it's not about monetary. It has never been about monetary for me. It was all about communication and a relationship and understanding, with the different questions. And even sometimes going up to speak, sometimes I still left, my eyebrows, twisted, like not understanding. But we never got back to go ahead and pick up to get that understanding. Okay. And I got to go ahead and take that on me, because everybody's going through different things. So people may not have time to go ahead and reach out to go ahead and do that, especially if we've already come to certain assumptions and realizations over different periods of time from the interactions that we've had and everything with each other. Yeah. So all of this right here is been on my mind big time. And I needed to go ahead. Needed to go ahead and get this out here today, because it's 3 days past your 80th birthday right now. And I love you. I love you with every damn thing. With every good thing, everything. Not every damn thing, but with everything. And after losing Rosa, with a lot of things on there that I didn't get to express, mind goes to scenarios, and it's short on each end, whether it was understanding or even in my ignorance, and even just not even knowing the roots and everything. I didn't even know father's name was Fred, different things like that, So with those things right there coming, into view, and having a better perspective, at least on those things, wanted to go ahead and continue to learn, but at the same time, I know, like I said, there's a lot of people that's pissed off, and and I get that. I get it, you know. So therefore, even to be around you right now will probably, you know, doors wouldn't necessarily open up for you, you know, because of something that I've said or done and everything, you know, even against you, or about you, or about Nisha, or and those are the only things right there that the main things. We still all have questions, but all the questions could be pushed to the side. We can get to some of the core ones, you know, with each other, and prayerfully, you know, go ahead and continue to actually learn and grow together, you know. And so, yeah, this is my reaching out for that. And again, if it's going to deter you, your thought form, you know, you've got things in motion and everything, you know, if you have everybody you need and nothing else, like, no, you don't need anyone else, that's fine. I get it. But I wanted to go ahead and do this today, and and thank everybody. Thank every single body. Thank the shock waves. Thank everything that's been happening to me, in order to go ahead and uh, help me to come to realize some different things. And I'm still don't know a lot of things. Okay, still don't know a lot of things. You know, so maybe you can help me to understand some of those things. Okay, so I want to go ahead and put as I'm looking at learning and everything, I'm not grasping on, I'm not riding on anybody's channel per se, or what they say, with different things that I've spoken. I take little pictures and stuff like that and say, wow, 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 wow. This lined up, energy lined up, and so forth. And maybe it looks to go ahead and verify some of the things that I have said, or thought. But then again, like I said, I could be totally wrong. Totally wrong. And so with that right there, my heart is not my heart is not evil. Okay? My heart is really for everybody to win. And but especially, that of my family, and those, that we are either learning, building together with, all those things. So I needed to go ahead and get out here and do this today, especially, it's been since the 17th, since the Fire Horse year even started. But 3 days out from your birthday, it's just been weighing heavily. It's been weighing heavily because karma, as far as going into a next life, I'm wanting to clear up all of mine also. And if I can help you clear up anything that's inside of your mind as to why I stated what I stated, or why I did things or something like that, or didn't do things like that, those could be short. It could be long, as I'm leaving inside of your hands as how to the conversations that we have about it. But I know everybody had agendas to go ahead and be someplace at this point in time in life and everything. And you're still on it. Everybody's still on it. And so I am looking to continue to learn. Okay? So if that's feasible, that would be beautiful. If it's not, then I get it. I totally understand. All right. And wish you all, the best. Be careful. You know, be careful that whatever gains you make, that we don't lose them. And again, I don't want to be the cause of anybody losing anything either. So I think that's about it. That's about it right here. You know, just wanted to get straight to the point on a lot of things. I think I hit all my points, and I love you. Okay, I love you. All right. Again, thank you, all everybody who's helped try to give me different understandings, point me in right directions. You know, um, physically, spiritually, mentally, and that's all across the board. And I've learned from and continually to learning from everybody. Okay, so thank you so much, and you all have a good day, good night, and success. Okay. All right. Ciao, ciao.